The great man, does whatever a great man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Great Man. A video from Great Man.
Hey, it's me again. I'm here with another bloggy blog. I haven't done an awful lot today. Yeah, I've basically been I can't believe how long it's taken me. I've been doing my themed show, my themed podcast, High Speed Hangover podcast. The last Sunday of every month is a themed show, and this month's theme. There's no way of finessing this really, it's all about farting. Every single band or song has had something to do with farting in their name. I'll read you the names. Some of these are quite, it's a lot of gore grind as gore grind and death metal. So some of these bands are a little bit on the, some of the names are quite funny. So some of the names you've had today, Abduction, Abornin, Avarice, Hormagon Amado, Sendra, Nutriment, Gutterlax, Jurassic Fart, Drastic Solution, Lower Back Problems, Meat Cutting Floor, Scab, Cerebral Hull, Shit Bear, Trollfest, Toxic Megacolon, Vile Disgust, Owl Gore Grind, Amputated, Boob Hosh, Cerebral Incubation, Bloat, Varg Skeller 4, Undying Lust for Cadaverous Molestation, Vicious Aroma, Goratory, Flatulence, Carcarias, Coprophiliac and Flatus have been the name of the bands on this week's show. So any of you death metal headbangers out there in comic land, YouTube land, make sure you check out my podcast. And it's full of fun fart facts as well. Did you know that women's farts smell more than men? It's official, scientifically proven. I mean, many of you guys out there probably have suspected this all along, but it's out there, it's proven, and there's all various facts about windy pops, as we should call them, because we're shy about that kind of thing. We don't talk about such disgusting depravity. No, we don't give a toss. You know, it's just nature. It's just nature, it's just natural. Let me show you the books that I've read. Not many, to be honest. I've been watching Speedway with my dad on telly quite a fair bit. I'm watching a bit of Speedway. A couple of nice old ones here from 1962 in my adventure run. So this one, practically every corner of this one is torn out. All the internal corners are sort of ripped off. None of them are affecting the story, but there's loads of little corner tears. But in this one, Lex Luthor's annoyed because Superboy has found this new element called Superboy, and they decided to name it Superboy X after him as he discovered it. So he's using different elements to create different crimes to embarrass Superboy, but they're an acrostic, so it's spelling out Luthor, like all the different elements that he's using to try and embarrass Superboy. And obviously Superboy ends up using Superboy X to foil the final plot of Luthor's. Luthor uses some kryptonite to weaken Superboy. He gets a Superboy robot, but then he manages to control the Superboy robot to attack Superboy, and he uses, I think he used the last of his heat vision to heat up the Superboy X, and apparently one of the properties of it is that when it's heated up, it flies up in the air. So he timed it just right. It flies up in the air, hits Luthor's plane, destroying the thing which is over controlling the Superboy robot, and he's able to take out Luthor. It's just there's some of the storylines. This is both from 1962, making them very old comics in my collection. And it'd be nice to get some 40s ones one day, but I'm sort of tickled to read these old 1962 ones. The backup story, I believe, was Tales of the Bizarro World. So Bizarro decides to make a horror movie to rival Frankenstein, because they've seen Frankenstein, but they can't understand why the Earth people are looking at Frankenstein and thinking he's hideous when they all think he's gorgeous, because obviously they all think backwards. So somehow he goes on like a caveman type, more like a Bigfoot, and he uses some kind of magic ray, super science ray, to turn him into a handsome guy, and they make a movie with him as the ugly, and all the people are like, he's ugly, he's terrible. The only one they could get to kiss him in the movie is an insane asylum dweller, and a bizarro Lois Lane from an insane asylum. So she falls in love with him, helps him to escape. Yeah, I think he gets away. I can't remember if Insane Lois Lane goes with him. It's a shame. I'd like to think there would have been a nice love story there between Bizarro Lois Lane from the insane asylum and the guy who was turned into a handsome dude from a caveman Bigfoot type thing. But I can't even remember how the story resolves. All I know is nobody dies. No one gets hurt in the making of that comic book. And this one I just read today in between doing my podcast. This is not a throwback. This picture is Falcons coming after him all carrying kryptonite. I got a Super Friends, and that scene is recreated in one of the Super Friends. I want to get the hold of that Super Friends run someday, but only because it's like the old cheesy, hokey, innocent kind of fun comics that like tickle my comic lust. Let's call it that way, shall we? So in a totally bizarre, super, Silver Age madness storyline, he's on a plane helping out to give out stuff like drinks or whatever, and the plane lurches. He falls, hits the door, accidentally knocks the blinking opening, and falls out of the plane. That's to believe that in the first place. He's kind of like, You think with his Superboy powers, he'll be able to stop himself from even lurching backwards. Maybe his strength was too much, and no, but he wouldn't. I don't know. But anyway, he fell out of the plane. You haven't got. Oh, don't question it. Don't question the Silver Age madness. Just accept it. Accept it to get on with the story. He falls out in the plane, right? And happens to land. He doesn't fly. He lets himself fall. Happens to land in the exact same spot where Princess Zarina is going to meet a prince of this country, Sardonia, who just so happens to look exactly like Superboy. What are the chances of that happening? In a Silver Age Madness comic, it's very, very, it happens all the time. That's just a regular Tuesday in the Silver Age Madness era of DC. But yeah, so he just happens to land exactly when his woman's going to meet someone who looks exactly like him. She tells him that she doesn't want to be with him anymore, and he's like, oh, you must think I'm somebody else. And it turns out this prince of Sardonia, who's going to be made king, he's not very strong, not very tough, so he takes over him like a prince and a pauper kind of thing, and like tries to help him out. But his prime minister of his country is trying to have him killed so that he can take over and become the king. So it's like, yeah. The Prime Minister realises that he's actually Superboy. He gives him a crown when he's pretending to take on the coronation of the prince, and it's got like a little bit of lead in it with some kryptonite in there, plus some acid. The acid eats the lead, and then the kryptonite falls out into the lower belt of the crown, so it's no longer protected by lead. And then it starts affecting Superboy, and the prince, I can't remember what his name was now, the prince, but he manages to help Superboy, gets rid of the kryptonite, and then they take out the Prime Minister, and yeah, all good stuff. And the backup story, I was very pleased to discover, this is the first appearance of Matter-Eater Lad. I did not know that. The first appearance of Matter-Eater Lad in a backup Legion of Superhero stories. I actually read, I don't know if I showed it actually, did I actually show this one I read? I didn't get around to showing that. I just read the Silver Age classic reprint of when they first got together with Superboy rather, and it's a superhero club. It's just described as a superhero club, not a crime fighting like whatever organisation. They're a superhero club. The kids hang out and have fun, and I suppose take on criminals as as a byproduct of all that. But anyway, yeah. So in this one, there's a spy. In the Legion ranks, discovering things and like foiling missions that they're trying to do. It turns out it was a miniaturized spy injected into the ankle of either Sunboy or Lightning Lad. I can't remember now. They both got injured. One had a bad knee, one had a bad ankle. And the medicine of the day, they use a 4D scalpel or something to inject stuff into them without actually having to cut them at all, and he puts a capsule in them which releases like healing agents. But inside this one capsule they put a miniaturized spy that had been miniaturized using the original Brainiac's miniaturization ray, and obviously Brainiac 5 of this time is pleased that he was able to defeat villains using technology that his great whatever it was grandfather had initially used to be criminal with. I hope there's a good enough synopsis. I hope you got the gist of what I was getting at there. They're good fun reads, a good laugh, nothing too serious. But yeah, I enjoyed those kind of stories. I've got plenty more of those adventures to get through, including a nice little run of The Spectre that I haven't read yet, so I'm looking forward to reading those. If you want to check out some fart music, check out my podcast, High Speed Hangover, and then we're going to go into the future. Remember, it's forward roll for into the future, and backwards for into the past. This is the interpretive dance that we at the Grey Man channel recommend for everybody to use. Forwards into the future. Back into the past. So I'm going to go for the old time machine, the old wibbly wobbly timey wimey. This is my interpretive dance of me moving backwards and forwards in time. Woo! Look out for dinosaurs! Ah, I've gone back too far. I think I amuse myself more than I amuse anybody else in the world. I suppose that's a good thing, really. I suppose it's a good thing that I amuse myself. But anyway, back to me from 2 days ago to show you some of my Superman collection, and I'll let him do the goodbyes. There'll be a jingle. Sure, there'll be a jingle at some point. I'm not sure who the jingle's going to be for yet, though. Who needs a jingle? Let's do a jingle for Harry Z. I ain't done a jingle for Harry Z for a while. I don't think I've ever did a proper jingle for old Zlotty McZlot. Yeah, so I'll do a jingle for him afterwards. But meanwhile, back to the past to see me do my thing. Ooh, back to the past. Back to the past. Thanks, Past Grey, for handing over to me. I'm going to show you all guys some lovely comic books now, which is the whole point of being passed over to me. Let's show you some lovely comics. Right then, 540. Fighting with the two demons again. Cyrene, is it, and Lord Satanis. The Planeteer isn't too greedy. He'll settle for ruling one planet, Earth. Well, that's not gonna blinking, that's not gonna, whatever the word is, roll. It's not gonna be accepted. I'm sure there's a blinking proper one-word phrase for that. That's not gonna stand. I don't know. Yeah, Superman ain't gonna allow it. Basically, it's double menace time. The Phantom Zoners are back. And so is Dual Kryptonite. Dual Kryptonite. I don't know Dual Kryptonite. Well, I must have done because I've read this comic, but I don't remember Dual Kryptonite. I know Gold Kryptonite robs you of your powers. Red Kryptonite makes has a weird one-off effect. Green Kryptonite obviously kills you. I don't remember. Don't remember the other Kryptonites. I keep inventing this. Pink Kryptonite makes you bi-curious, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist. I think I invented that one. When I was joking about a cover. But this has got lots of stuff on it. Guest starring the heroes of DC Past. Cave Carson, Congorilla, Suicide Squad, Animal Man, Rip Hunter, Time Master, Immortal Man, Sea Devils, and Dolphin. So these are all characters that were considered forgotten. And obviously Suicide Squad must be the original Suicide Squad, I'm assuming, rather than the... this is from 84. This is before the other Suicide Squad came about, isn't it? I think the other Suicide Squad didn't come about till like 86, 87, 88, something like that. If Superman didn't exist, someone would have to create him. Right, this one I remember buying when it came out. I remember buying this from the corner shop around the corner from my dad's. Oh. That's weird. Maybe I'm mistaken. It looks like it's got a Spanish price label on it. Sure, I know there's an early, quite an early one for me, where Superman takes on, what is this, Terror Man. Maybe it wasn't this one. There was an early one where Superman takes on... Yeah, I don't think it was this one. I don't know. No. Yeah, it can't be this one. Just the cover looked familiar. I thought it was this one. But anyway. It looks like it's got a Spanish price label on it. Stuck to the actual thing. Athenium. Then it says PTS. Is that not pesetas? Is that not Spanish currency? Or is it something else? I don't know. Yeah, it's like 175. 175 pesetas, would that be right? I don't know. Anyway, that's hardly important. Questioning my memory now, though, about which ones I did have. This one I think I had a long time, but now I'm not too sure. Right, this is one I bought recently. This is featuring 3 fun-filled stories. You're on Ambush Bug. The winner gets to put his name up in place of Superman's above the action logo. Oh, that's no big deal. I already did that once. Hey, no fair. Your elbow's off the table, mix and click. Olsen, quit chomping on my foot. Wait your turn. That's easy for you to say. You're not a boy blob. Yeah. So Olsen's been turned into a boy blob. Ambush Bug and Mr. are arm wrestling to see who gets to put their name over the Action Comics logo. Superman is coming up, getting ready for some fisticuffs. He's not having it. His Ambush Bug wasn't lying, because there his name is above the Action logo on that comic that I showed you before. And Superman does not look happy. Superman is like, don't you mess with my logo. Don't. That's two words to live by. Don't pull a Superman's cape rather, and don't mess with his Action logo. Well, this is a cool one where he meets up with Asterix and Obelix. I think Asterix is gone actually, but there's definitely meant to be Obelix behind him. But yeah, that was a bit of a strange one. Quite cool if you like the old Asterix stories. Rebirth. Is that his parents being reborn? That wouldn't be the first time that his parents had come back and proven to be like not really there, if you know what I mean. The Man of Steel is out for blood, and only this man can stop him. I think Superman's been mind controlled there somehow. That's not how Superman normally behaves. What'd you do that for? Yes, don't misbehave like this. You're embarrassing me in front of everybody, jumping on my head like that. I must have leant back too far and knocked it off. It's gonna fall down and bash me right across the head in a minute, probably. Alright. And Graves give up their dead. It's got the Phantom Stranger in it. I'm now sitting here worried about my backdrop. Literally dropping. Ah, yeah. Though we fought side by side, Man of Steel, you must die so that millions may live. City of Lost Souls. This is Etrigan not actually rhyming, but he's definitely tugging on Superman's cape. Yeah. Here he is with the Green Lantern Corps. Back off, Superman. The creature called Sleaze must die. You have to kill me first, Big Barda. Yeah, Sleaze is able to influence people's actions. And he's like I think he's from Apocalypse. Yeah, he's up to his name. He's Sleazy. I don't know. Yeah, how much canon it is, but I'm pretty sure he makes Superman and Big Barda appear in a porn movie. I don't know. There was like, as you can see from this cover, where Big Barda and Superman are kissing as scot-free Mr. Miracle shows up. Superman and my wife? Yeah. Sleaze made him do it. In this one, the Man of Steel versus the Man of Gold. Superman versus Booster Gold. Guess who's winning this time? Well, it should be Superman. There's no way that Booster Gold should win this fight, but who knows? Well, I'm pretty sure this is the first appearance of Silver Banshee. I always thought it looked really cool. I always thought she was an older villain in this, actually, but she's pretty recent. Well, 87. The Silver Banshee has won. Superman is dead, but not defeated. She looks so cool as well. She looks really love her look, Silver Banshee. Creepy but beautiful, kind of beautiful, but absolutely creepy and scary and horrible. You cannot save the people of Smallville, Superman. They are all dead. Right, then after that, that's 595. Oh no, I've still got a few missing. 596 rather. And I've got a little jump to 601 when it goes to 48 pages every week. Action Comics Weekly, where it turns into a story anthology book. I like this one. I need to read it again at some point. I actually I had a load of doubles of these. I still got some doubles, but I sent 12 to Alex Big Blue as a contest win. But it's like 6 stories every week. Characters that weren't getting so much use as they could have been. It's got my boy Wild Dog in there. It's cool to see him get extended stories. Dead Man. I think later on it has Demon in there as well. Right, that'll do for today though. That's enough comics. Hopefully I didn't chat too long in my future self. Didn't chat too long. I make this video too long. Depends what I've got up to, I suppose, out there over there visiting me dad. But anyway, we're both back tomorrow, hopefully. Future me and past me to show you some more comics. And until then, I hope you all have a great amazing day. And may all your news be good news. Go and visit Harry Zlotto in his little YouTube grotto. You'll think that he's lost the plotto, but you'll probably like his videos quite a lotto. I've run out of things to say, but go and sub him today. The link is in the corner. Go and sub him now.